It's our fair part show. It's our fair part show. It's our fair part show. It's our fair part show.
Yes, it is. I'm Liam. No business for me. Ben?
Hello there, small order of business.
Belle?
Hello, no biz.
What about you, Andy?
Present, no biz, but reserve the right.
Prodtina.
She's busy working.
And did she elect you her proxy, Andy?
She did. She wishes us all well.
Well, that's okay then. Scudder?
Present, one small bit of business.
Had a busy day today. We'll get to that in a sec. And Jack?
Here, 7 blessings and small business.
I'll do my business first really quickly. Stream went very well. Shout out to Liam stayed to the end for the first time. Very exciting.
That was going to be a bit of my business, but you keep going.
Also, Mace Dog came in specifically for the stream, so respect that hustle. We did Pictionary. It was a lot of fun. I didn't get any wins. I was very angry about that.
You're so mad, dude.
I like to win. I don't like losing. No one likes the losing.
Yeah, I don't
Especially
like,
twice.
But you
I
were
think it's
really
because
angry.
you lost to Macy and I. I think you were angry
No, I
about
was also angry when I lost to Liam and Andy. But I was really angry when I lost to you and Macy because that was the second time I'd lost. And I thought, I'll get one win on the board and I
Wasn't
get any
Ben's
wins.
night,
It wasn't my night. And I was rolling some horrible numbers. I was just rolling a lot of ones, a lot of twos.
Yeah, stay away from Crown after last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't your
The
night.
craps table.
Highlight for me was when I had the word dictator and I had to draw Hitler. I think that was the better option.
You didn't have to draw Hitler.
What would you draw?
Like a dick and then a potato.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Dictator.
actually pretty good. Yeah. But then again,
But Hitler was funny.
for your mind to go to dictator,
Yeah.
that would be impressive. Like,
yeah.
In the heat of the moment.
Yeah, you'd have to draw
Because
a tater top.
once you got to Hitler, you had to broaden it back out, and that's almost impossible once you're looking at Hitler.
I thought of dictator.
Well, someone did. I think Ben said it.
No, I
No,
didn't.
you didn't. No one said it. And I
Yeah.
was sitting there and I was playing and I was like,
This really annoyed me about you today because you said, I knew it was dictator all along, but at the time you said, did anyone get that? And you didn't say anything.
Also,
so no, you didn't know.
I
it's
know,
so
I
much
know, this
easier.
happened, so I was
There's
like,
no pressure when you're not supposed to be guessing, so it's a
no,
lot easier.
yeah, it's a lot easier when you're not actively playing
Yeah,
and you're
so-
sitting there and you're like, you can just freely think of things. But
yeah.
when you are playing, there's definitely way
Yeah.
more pressure.
I would do Pictionary again. It was
Yeah.
good fun.
It was good
Pictionary
fun.
was fun.
fun.
It was
Yeah,
good.
and my business was basically saying that as well. Like, it's lovely that we're kind of everyone's got something that we're passionate about. Like, Belle,
I
you've
brought
got
a whole
the
tub of board games.
well,
in.
Belle's got the crime podcast, which she's leading. Ben, I guess, has the Twitch streaming because he's passionate about gaming.
Liam's
I guess
just
Liam's
making it on his own.
Liam's passionate about leaving at 8:01, so
Yeah,
we let him leave early.
that's
You
what I'm
know?
passionate
He's
about.
got his
But he
own
did
thing
stay.
No, I'm
going.
not passionate about anything.
What?
I don't have any passions. We know what
Well, maybe look inward.
we know what Scudder's passionate about.
And we
Oh,
do.
Here we go. What's that, Andy?
Dude, the amount of time you spent on this car park
Oh,
organizational chart over the last
yeah.
3 days would have you could have figured out how to split an atom if you had spent your time on that instead.
You could have got 7 Goslemes in that time.
Hey,
We could have had all the off-air intros done.
Oh, shots fired. I mean, from
Shots are fired.
I mean, none of those are my fault
yeah,
that they're not done.
Well, I
Why are
think
you
you
doing
took
this?
the job off of John McCall's
Yeah, I
plate, I
did.
believe.
Yeah,
who
I
we
did.
who we work with. He's one of the bigger bosses here, but he's been sorting out the car park because basically we used to have our spots that we'd go to in the morning and then leave around lunch, and then other people would park in the mushroom. But now it's sort of, I mean, realistically, it should just be the exact same because we.
No, not really, because there's a whole new show in Melbourne now.
Yeah, I suppose so.
There's a whole extra show. The problem is that we were buddied up with car parks. So the idea was that the breakfast team would all leave and then we'd all arrive. But the problem is that they're all staying late and we're all getting in early, so we don't have car parks when we get here. And we've been buddied up with the same role. So I'm buddied
Our
up with the
counterpart,
audio
yeah.
producer. Jack's buddied up with the video guy.
I mean, this would have taken me 10 seconds to fix it. All you got to do is the people that leave early, like Jason, Lauren, and Clint, because they go off to do their other stuff.
correct.
Share with
Share
the
with
people
the producers that get here
like
early.
me or
Yeah.
you and Tina and
Yes.
Jack.
Yeah. The problem was though they've got one more person in their
They
team,
don't have one more person in their team because we don't have a newsreader and Ash is here.
so they've got 2 more people in their team.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Ash's breakfast.
Yeah, Ash's breakfast.
Yeah.
So she can share with one of us. Jason, Lauren, Clint, and Ash can share with me, you, Jack, and Tina. 4
Yeah,
for 4.
but then you've got
Hang on, so
Ben
what about the other
McDowell.
guys? Yeah.
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 Ben,
Sorry,
and
Ben
then-
McDowell doesn't work here.
Oh
is it?
shit. Ben French.
Yep,
And
so he shares
Harry.
with Bell.
You know what, guys? This is actually
Brody.
so boring.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
right.
just like,
So I don't know how
I'm just
to
gonna.
do it.
I thought it was like a funny thing bringing up the car parks, but I'm like, no one actually gives a shit
I,
about whose car parks.
I just started sending emails.
Yeah, no, that's completely
Ben's
fair.
never read an email in his
Just
life.
kidding. And if you didn't fast forward through that, or you're still here by some sort of miracle, then I really
Should
appreciate
we
it.
insert
But,
a skip 20 seconds?
but yeah, well, I think so. When no one knew. So you did have this thing on your screen, Scudder. and
That's
it's
the
been
funny
there.
thing is the diagram, the whole diagram
Yeah.
of the car park. What
So
the
Belle
hell?
thought it was a power, like a
No,
switchboard, or did you think it was?
I just because it was on your screen for like 3 days straight for like 6 hours at a time. I thought it was something to do with your job, whether it was something with your studio or logging music or something. And I was like, oh well, he must be doing something.
Today
And
you were
then-
being called
Ah.
Alan Turing behind your back.
What's that?
The imitation game. You know, the guy who like invented the computer.
Well, yeah, he cracked Enigma
Yeah,
with the
Okay,
help of the Polish.
gotcha.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. So
Good
the
movie.
thing is,
What, if you haven't seen it, watch it. Good movie.
I will actually. So no, I gave it a go and I couldn't work it out, and then I saw Andy in the car park that night. I think it was Monday night, and I said, "Well, what are we going to do?" And then we worked it out in the car park.
Did you take the red
And
or
then
the blue pill?
the next day I finished it, but I've left it on my screen the whole time because that's my other computer that I don't use.
Ah,
but
okay.
but it's in your office, just sitting there.
Well,
so,
yeah.
Anyway, I mean, we should probably. It is Wednesday.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's a great intro that we've been waiting to hear since last week, so we may as well kick into it.
In Fatini's absence, Andy, are you going to do the questions?
Yeah, I've got the post went up in the Alpha Squad. I'm just going to go through it. I haven't curated them. I'll just go.
Can I also ask, before I play the intro, with Wednesday, when people ask questions, because obviously we don't read them because we like to hear them for the first time on the podcast, is there like a list system where we ask the old questions and we get through all the questions, and if your new one is new, it gets added to the bottom of the pile, or do we just
Yeah, because if
forget
you're
about
posting
them?
every Wednesday, what happens to last week's that we
Yeah.
didn't get to?
It's really a Tina question. She's the one that's
'Cause
doing
I-
it. Don't look at me like that.
Because I would
It is.
like there to be like a mother list,
Yeah.
which has got the questions, and if there's a new question that gets added in the Alpha Squad, that goes to the bottom of the list, and we get to it eventually.
God, I'm
but I like
filling-
the idea of
I'm
getting
filling
through.
in for Tina
I'm
here.
confused.
Like I'm
Where
helping.
do we park?
It's wedding square. Alpha squatters have their say. What will Tina eat today? Did Liam slay? Is Jack okay? And what game will Ben play? These quiz are up. Post them online on Wedding Square. These quiz are up. Post them online on Wedding Square.
I just feel bad if people are asking questions and they're like, oh, they're going to ask it, and they never ask it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a Tina problem. She's the
But
one that
don't
we.
you post
But
it?
you're her proxy.
You're posting it on the Wednesday.
Yeah, but we delegated this to her in
So
the
then
pod
why are you posting it?
because I have admin rights, so I can at everyone.
Maybe let's not post next week.
Alright,
Let's
I'm-
just keep going back in the list.
What are we doing?
No, I'm just going to tell Tina to do a mother list.
What are we doing here?
I think we let Andy do what he was going to do right now.
Well, Tina
Yeah.
normally does it, and she can't be here, so I'm just saying, I'll just
I-
read a few questions out so we can still do the segment.
Yeah, no, and I'm keen to hear it. I just don't think she's doing a mother's list. I think
Okay,
she's
then we'll
just
chat with her
adding.
about it.
I
What
do.
about Not
Daddy
me.
list.
But you're the proxy, sir.
I tell you,
You speak on her behalf.
what do you want me to say? I'm doing a
Andy's
bad
the
job
Lorax.
at this.
Thanks for the trees.
I'll corner Tina and I'll ask her about the mother list.
Don't do that.
Get a corner.
I mean, this has been a terrible week for the segments of the off-air pod because the sanctity of Clickbait Monday was ruined straight after.
It's all right. We got a
I'm not
topic
doing
tennis tomorrow.
I'm not doing that again. Quay for Ben from Jared. When do you think you'll call it quits? And he said, I don't want it, just quaying.
I don't know. I guess when I lose the passion.
Yep.
Yeah, when's that?
Well, I don't know. I can't answer that until I lose it.
It's so scary.
Quay from Jordan. Any damage in bringing back story time, but reframe it as bedtime stories. One of the greatest of all time segments. I've even
a great
rewritten
idea.
the little jingle. There's a Liam in there, and a Ben and Bell too. Here's a story today. Kids bedtime soon. Tune in nationwide on late night drive.
I
with
like
story
it.
time.
Such a
I would
good
do that
segment. That
again,
was one
yeah.
of the. That was one of the rare segments where, like, for me, genuinely funny. Like every single week, genuinely
fun.
funny.
So
Also got the
It was
most
story-
amount of complaints.
That's
That's
why.
good,
Also why I liked it. All the complaints, because what Liam would do is he would do it like story times. Be like, all right, kids, gather around,
Oh,
gather
yeah.
around. I think he used to get real kids.
Oh yeah, you haven't. Yeah. So we always had like 4 kids
Like
on the line.
actual kids,
Like,
like
how old are you? Like
6
4
through to 12. And then Liam would tell them like a messed up story from a movie, so it'd be like Scarface, or it'd be like Saw.
Hannibal,
I think
or like,
Say
yeah,
hello to my
Saw or
little
something.
friend.
But he would do it as if he was telling them a kid's story.
That's really funny.
We did the Hungry Centipede, which was Human Centipede.
Yeah. And then at the end, the kid would go like,
So, any questions?
"What happened at the back of the centipede?" And they'd ask like kids questions, and Liam would have to answer them.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
funny.
Did you ever tell a child that, like, what would you... How did you explain the human centipede? Like, someone shat into someone's mouth because it was sewn
No,
onto
I
it?
can't remember that specific one, but it was all like euphemisms. Like,
Yeah.
if you know, but
If
I
you're
never
an adult,
actually said
I
that.
like it.
If you're an adult, like, you
But
would know,
he'd
yeah.
change things so it was like,
Yeah.
and then they'd spoon feed the porridge to each other, like something
Yeah.
like that. But it's
Yeah,
like, if
yeah,
you
yeah.
knew, you'd know that.
Or like
yeah.
even like I think Titanic was probably the first one. It's like they went for a swim, but it was too cold in the
Yeah.
water. Oh,
I
no.
would,
Like,
I
you
would
know.
love to bring that back.
No. Oh, hang on.
Ah, geez, everyone's in, is it?
Oh my god.
This is actually kind of derailed.
Few latecomers.
We're halfway
Fatini.
through Wednesday.
Fatini, g'day.
Oh, God.
Okay, so Macy and Tina have barged in, and now they've already left. They've got
The
some sort
hell
of
was
call.
that?
I don't know what that
Well,
was.
they're
they
not
need to
coming.
take.
Lock the door, Scudder.
Yeah.
Put the
but
wedge
no,
in.
Put the wedge in.
I would
Answer
like
the
to do
question.
that.
Bring it back for sure. I'd
That
love
would
to
be
see
fun.
that back.
Question from Michelle Aquay. Here's a random one for everyone. If you didn't live on Earth, what planet, actual or fictional, would you live on?
Alderon, I reckon, for me. Before it got zapped.
Hang
Yeah,
on,
but it's
if-
gonna get
if
zapped.
if we actually could, physically.
Yeah. What planet, actual or fictional, would you live on?
Fictional.
You can live on any planet. No one? All right.
I don't
No.
watch-
I'm
I don't watch
thinking.
anything.
I'm thinking.
I don't
Um,
watch anything with fake planets in it. So
Pick a real one.
Wow.
well, I don't know what they're like.
I'd live on planet Vegeta.
Yeah, Planet Vegeta's a good one. Except it got destroyed by
It did by
Frieza.
Fraser, yeah.
I'd be on Tatooine.
Why would you go on Tatooine?
Dude, that's
Don't-
got like multiple suns. You-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bad place. I know, like, it's actually a tough place to live.
It's mostly desert though, isn't it?
Even Anakin didn't like living
No,
in
if we're
Tatooine.
doing-
It's like,
if we're doing
all the
Star
sand
Wars-
gets into you. Yeah.
Wait, what was the pod racing on Tatooine?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it has Sebulba. That's it.
look, I would say
To run by
Tatooine.
the huts.
There are so many
Yeah, they're
dudes in this
gangsters.
room right now, and this energy is just so.
Nah,
then
Tatooine is good once a year for the Bunta Reef Classic, and the rest of the year, shit.
Well,
It's
Belle,
all sand,
Belle,
moisture
say-
farming.
say a planet
So
then.
I've
Planet
got an
Bell.
I
answer.
don't know what the other planets are like to live on.
Can
There's
I do
nothing
mine?
there.
I don't
Why
know
would
what
I wanna
Tatooine's
go
like to
there?
live on.
Arda.
Where's
What's that?
That's the Lord of the Rings planet.
What about the Avatar planet? A couple of big Navis.
Oh, yeah. That'd be nice.
To get some
Pandora.
unobtainium.
Pandora.
Dora.
Pandora, a couple of big blue chicks. You know?
Zoe Saldona's.
Couple of silly ones. Pete,
Oh, no,
Jonas.
Belle never said a planet.
Go ahead.
I don't know.
What about like,
one,
what about like
Mars.
Neptune?
Yeah, but I don't know what it's like, so why would I choose that
You don't
one?
have,
But you-
here's
I
the
haven't
spoiler,
lived
Belle.
there.
You don't have
Engage
to go
in
there.
this like an intellectual like
Yeah, have
like,
some fun.
like stretch
know
like
what I
just
mean?
oh maybe I like rings so I would love to live on Saturn, you know.
Yeah, but what's it like there?
Oh my god.
I haven't lived there. I don't know. Why would I choose that?
And guess what? Ben's just lost the passion. I felt it in the room. It was like someone had just died. The soul just
I mean,
withered away.
I'd probably say the moon because I like looking at the moon and I think
not
it's
a
beautiful.
planet.
And when they, go on the moon, they jump around.
Yeah,
and
that-
it looks a bit fun.
There's no oxygen and you didn't have a suit on. You didn't say that, so you die. So that was horrible.
What? So you want me to say Mars and that's acceptable?
Well,
Move on.
Matt Damon
Drown
did it.
in lava.
Move on.
How is the moon the most unacceptable one of all of them?
Silly
Are you
answer.
serious?
Where-
As I said, it wasn't a planet.
Where's the lava on Mars?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Mount Olympus.
I'm just saying, like any of the other planets. We don't know.
Are we going to answer these properly or not?
Let's do it.
I thought these supposed to be questions about the show.
No, they can do whatever they
Any
want.
video.
Dude, it's an AMA.
I miss Tina.
What does Tina eat today have to do with the show?
Don't get me.
Michelle just asked that one. So Pete, Belle, will you ever stop virtue signaling? That's from Pete and Jonas.
Just
I'm
know how
not
to
taking
answer it.
part in this.
Rick, Quay for the Navis, Ben and Liam. What's it like being 6'5"?
Oh, dude,
it's hard.
It's pretty good, and you're
These are
undershooting
a
it.
waste of time.
You're going to be ducking your head through doorways and stuff?
Dude,
What's it like looking down on Mason Cox?
Oh, it's weird. It's weird. He's a nice guy, though. I ruffle his hair when I see him these
Well,
days.
it's nice because when you are
Not
6'5",
figuratively.
no one can ruffle your hair, so that's nice.
That's true, and but it's just, I mean, planes suck. Obviously, you've got your knees around your ears, but apart from that, it's pretty good.
I thought you were implying you couldn't walk outside because you were so tall. You would hit planes mid-flight.
No, not that tall, but yeah, just obviously always need emergency rows. But being the big nubbies we are, we normally get upgraded to business.
Did I only give you the number of my pants guy that does custom pants?
No, you'll have to because look at these bloody ankle freezers. They're not even in fashion. That's just the longest I could get. Yeah.
Quay from Stefan. Who chooses what music is played during the show?
Do you want me to get him?
Now, that's an
Scott Baker
interesting
Smith.
His name is Scott Baker Smith, and he chooses the music.
Yeah, or SB as we call him.
Yeah.
Or
Nice guy.
SBS, as I like to call
Isn't that
it.
an old nursery rhyme? My name is Scott Baker Smith. His
Scott
name is
Baker
my
Smith.
name too.
No, that's John Jacob Jingleheimer.
Yeah, Scott Baker Smith. That's the one.
You 8 syllables short. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Yeah.
His name is right.
He does the music at Never.
But
Quay-
sometimes Ben can move some songs around if we really need.
Yep.
Don't say that. Unless John
Yeah.
Jacob Jingleheimer Baker Smith is listening.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
No, but if you need to, like we need to drop songs if we're running behind, or
Yep.
we need to, or if we need to add a song in.
Yeah, you move them around so that you get because basically the goal is to get the ad breaks on time.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
And when we did like things like 610 quiz, you would get those like special songs approved by him.
Yep.
Quay for Ben from Tom. Thank you, Tom. Have you ever played the Mahjong present you received last
I
year?
haven't played it yet. It's still sitting there. It's still sitting there next to
we
my
do a
desk.
Mahjong
And
stream?
It's such a cool set. Like, it's really nice, and I genuinely want to learn how to play Mahjong. I haven't had any time to play any video games, really, let alone learn to play Mahjong. But I would like to.
Out of interest, did we chip in for the mahjong, or was that from our show budget?
That came from the show budget.
Isn't it funny thinking we had enough money in a show budget to throw that was an expensive mahjong set. It's like real wood.
Yes.
And now we can't rub 2 cents together with it.
We should sell the Mahjong set.
We should.
No, we won't be doing that.
Yeah,
Well-
no, I've got 50 New Caledonian cents on like sticky tape to my monitor, and I'm worried for it being stolen.
Actually, two things. One, we have $46 of Liam's royalties in the show bank now.
That's
Buy another Mahjong set.
Well, the only way we could afford the Mahjong set is because you two boys went to Crown and doubled it.
Yes, that's right.
So we could do that
We
again.
could do that.
Quay from Nathan Scudder. Is your hair real?
I'll never tell, Nathan. That's Nathan Jander.
that's one
right?
secret I'll never tell.
I told him that one's been asked and answered already. It's not.
No.
And finally, a Quay from Kurt for Jack. If the team were to be a heist crew, who would do what roles?
These were great quiz.
Yeah,
I would say, like Ben's the grease man. He's the one that like he'll fit into things and like will hide him into stuff to like
I thought he
smuggle
would
him
be
in.
the muscle.
Yeah, I think I'd be
No,
the first.
I don't think Scudder's the muscle. Are you
Okay.
kidding?
Scott's the muscle. Yeah, no,
I
yeah.
feel like Andy's the Brad Pitt in Ocean's 11,
Okay.
and I feel like Liam's the George Clooney.
Okay.
I'm very happy with that.
Are we going off looks for this?
I don't know how you're assigning these
Ben's the-
roles.
Is this?
Ben's the
No, I
tiny
feel
guy.
like no.
No, Ben's the great. He's the grease guy. You already said it, and I'm George Clooney. and there's
do
no
not
going
agree.
back once we've
Quay
locked
was
him
to
in.
me.
So Ben's the guy that goes in the suitcase. Little tiny guy.
Yeah,
Ben's
Ben
What about-
can infiltrate.
What about like the bag man or something, or the person who drives the getaway
Getaway car.
No, I feel like the driver of the getaway car would be Macy.
Right.
Absolutely not.
We'd
She's
end up around a
crashed
tree.
I know. Hey, the Quay was for me.
Then again, she does drive reckless, and like,
Exactly. You
those
want someone
drivers
with
always,
no fear.
But when because normally after the heist, everyone's in the back going, "Oh, you're a madman!" Like, what are you? And they're just like
you-
sliding through car parks, and that's how they get away.
Have you seen Ocean's 11 where they have the two the Mormon brothers that are like distractions? They're also drivers, but they like start arguments to distract the security. That's Tina and I.
Okay.
We no longer Quay bed, Scudder, please.
Yeah, I know. I've asked for that
And
as well.
Belle,
If he wasn't assigning car parks this whole time.
Yeah, had a bit on this week. Sorry.
I feel like Belle, you would be a good like pickpocket, like Matt Damon.
You just pick pockets.
Sneaky picking pockets.
That's pretty cool.
Codes.
That's
Well,
pretty
that is actually a good one.
very
no,
cool.
I want to be the sexy lady that has to distract the people or like
That could be a
has to
pickpocket.
like
This was Jack's Quay.
And she's okay to want things. That's okay. But you're right, Andy. It's my decision. And you're picking pockets.
fine.
Belle could be the one
who
in
doesn't have a
the,
role?
in the thing when we're like,
Everyone's
so we've
got
got
a
like the whiteboard and everyone's like, hey, you're Mr. Pink, and like everyone's got their roles and like we've been planning it for like 2 years and everything's like tonight's the night. And Belle's like, I don't want to be Mrs. Green. and throws
If I-
but if you're not,
If I got given Grease Man in the planning stages, I'd walk out. I'm not being.
And you know what? That's where you weed out the weaklings.
Yeah, no, I don't want. I go rob my own bank.
Tina, when you do weddings, Quay, do you have
And Tina's back.
do you have a mother list of all the questions, or do you only take from the day's thread?
The day's thread.
gee whiz.
Tina, I have a request. If that's okay. So when you so each week you get the quiz, right?
Yeah.
And then the next week you start a new quiz list. Can you just keep the same quiz list and you add the new ones to the bottom of that list?
We
and
don't
then
want people missing out.
So that way no one ever misses out getting
Yeah.
their question asked.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's just a mother list system.
Yeah. So we'll call it the mother list.
Like the mother doe.
Like the Scooby.
like the motherboard.
Yep.
You guys all right? Macy and Tina have just walked in.
Yeah, Mace Dog. How are you?
All is well.
Mace Dog, how'd you find the stream last night?
Very good. We took out the win, which was
Yeah.
nice. I realised how bad I am at drawing, but I think
Your sauna was good.
Your sauna was
The
really
sauna
good.
And no one got it.
Sauna was
elite.
good.
How
Top
did you
notch.
guys get sauna? I love your
because it
drawings, but that one
looked like a bloody sauna, mate.
It was like a photograph of a sauna.
I think my
I thought she was cheating. That's how good it was.
I think my best drawing was the safety pin that Belle got.
Yeah.
the second time, yeah, the first one.
No, the first one was the first one was closed,
The first one
and
was
the second
closed.
one was open.
The worst drawing of the night was also Macy when she did
A satellite.
the satellite was awful. You didn't really know what that was.
Satellite?
No, you did a thing with a guy like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was the first
yeah.
drawing.
I
How
actually-
the freaking hell do you draw hop?
I didn't mind Hop. I had more of an issue with Liam's not dictator.
The sword.
No, the pogo
Oh,
stick.
sword.
No, the pogo stick was actually really good. No, I've lost it. Sorry. The pogo
But
stick
you-
was good, and I want to give you props for that.
You would last night when your eyes were closed when you're trying to go to bed. You just would have been thinking of pogo sticks. Eh?
I was
I was
thought
thinking
about
of
that,
screwdrivers
yeah.
and safety pins. I'm like, shit, man.
Yeah.
If only.
No, I
left a
remember.
lot on the table.
It was Liam when he had label and he started writing a word.
Okay. No, I wrote Larry. I wrote Larry on a name tag.
That's 2 green letters in the wordle of label.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Good stuff. Anyway, good episode. That was the first time we've ever got through all the quiz.
There were some other
did
quays,
we?
but I sensed Belle's frustration rising.
Yeah, Belle wasn't really
Since when?
after the planet question.
Yeah, your harumphing was thick and fast.
This episode was just stitch in time, wasn't it, Macy?
If you watch the stream, you get
Good
that.
old stitching time.
I love stitching time though.
Stitch timer.
But
Stitch
Macy,
timer.
I love that Macy. Your thing is just there's sayings and you always get them like 20% wrong, and I love it.
Just a nail in a haystack.
All right, we end it there. Bye.